couple of things that jumped out what you said in terms of me listening from an HR practitioner's point of view. Firstly, I think detail in the requirements. So it's not only about price. It's not only listening to the increase from the side of our medical aid plan, but then also in terms of specific planning for the individual and listening to my consultant when they come and literally take that plan and interpret it for me. But I've listened to something else. My traditional family, if I think it's myself, my wife, and my 2 children, in the typical South African landscape, does my family, in terms of my medical aid membership, could it extend beyond that in terms of medical aid membership?
You see, that's absolutely where your choice of a product supplier actually makes a huge difference. You have some medical aids, and I'm not going to give anybody free advertising here, but where some medical aids will say your family, and they refer to them as your extended family members. They would allow you to put your mum in, to put your sister's child in, to put on your aunt, whoever you are financially responsible for, you can put on your medical aid. Obviously comes at a cost. But then you've got some medical aid that says, no, your cluster or family is only your wife and your kids and those kids that you have formally adopted. Those are the only people that you can put on your medical aid. So obviously, like I said, we're an independent company, so we're not tied to one particular medical aid. We can give you advice across a whole range of medical aids within the country. And I must also say that's why I always tell you medical aid is a very specialized field, because if you look at the South African landscape, as you put it, we have just under 80 open medical aid schemes available. So obviously, for the ordinary man in the street to try and find their way through what is appropriate through all those medical aids can be a minefield. To give you just about an example, if I look at one of the top 2 medical aids, between those 2, you're sitting with, I think, actually more than 34 different options. And that's just the top 2. So you do the sums.
Peta, everything you said to me points to the fact that one cannot tackle this discipline anymore without the assistance and the support of a specialized broker, a medical aid specialist that's there by your side to guide you in terms of your requirements and the medical aid benefits that's customized just for you. Where do I find access to such a specialist, to such a medical aid broker, if it's not in-house right there at my corporate company?
Tiaan, we have a network of specialized brokers across the country. And if you go onto our website, www.securitasfinancialgroup.co.za, you'll find a list of everybody across the country. We also have offices in all the major provinces, which means if employer groups like you would want somebody that comes on site, they can pick a consultant off the list and give them a shout.
Excellent. Now, the question remains, what is this going to cost me in terms of such a specialist by my side?
Tiaan, the good news today is that our services come absolutely free. All broker remunerations is legislated and we get paid by the product provider. So whether you make use of the broker services or not, your medical aid contributions will remain the same. So it is a no-brainer that where you have access to a broker, use one.